We've been lucky to live in and travel through some incredible cities, but Mexico City stands apart. It might just be our new favorite, but why? Because in our opinion, Mexico has some of the best food on earth, and Mexico City is at its heart, a place where flavors from every region come together, from street tacos to fine dining. It's a city layered with history, from ancient ruins to grand Spanish cathedrals. And being the largest city in North America, there's no shortage of places to explore.
Welcome to Mexico City. Yep, okay, run. Did we get stuck in an elevator?
But she figured it out. I'm so proud of you.
We chose to stay in the Roma Condesa neighborhood for its leafy streets, great food, relaxed vibe, and easy access to everything Mexico City has to offer. After dropping our bags, we set out to explore. Pedestrian-friendly streets lead you to El Zocalo, one of the biggest public squares in the world. The massive cathedral towers on one side, and on the other, the National Palace. This is where Mexico City all began. The Aztecs built here, the Spanish took over, and today it's still pulsing with energy. Local healers perform a limpia, a spiritual cleansing rooted in indigenous tradition. You'll find men in exaggerated warrior costumes ready for photo ops, though Reese definitely wasn't a fan.
Yeah, you're very brave, Reese. That was hard, I know. But they're just pretend, I promise. Okay, and give it to him right here.
Luckily, nothing an ice cream can't fix.
Oh, that looks just perfect, huh?
The adjacent cathedral was built by the Spanish over the ruins of an Aztec temple, using stones taken from what they destroyed. It took nearly 250 years to complete, becoming a symbol and a monument to Mexico's layered, complicated history. Just around the corner, ancient ruins rise out of the ground at Templo Mayor. The temple here was once the size of the Colosseum in Rome. You walk along raised paths, looking down at what was once the sacred heart of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan. It's easy to imagine the sounds of drums echoing off the steps, smoke rising from the rituals while thousands gather for ceremonies. The Aztecs built Tenochtitlan on an island in the middle of Lake Texcoco. They saw it as sacred, chosen by prophecy, and turned it into a thriving city using a mix of ingenuity and sheer determination. To make the land fertile, they created floating gardens, made by stacking mud and reeds into rectangular plots. These plots were incredibly productive, allowing them to grow maize, beans, and squash year-round. Waterways acted as streets, aqueducts brought clean water, and causeways connected the island to the mainland. Against all odds, they built a powerful empire, one that stunned the Spanish when they arrived.
El Cardinal is one of those places you hear about over and over, and for good reason. Their hot chocolate is rich, thick, and worth every sip. I hurry to take the first before I know I have to turn it over to my chocolate-loving toddler.
Oh, it's very hot.
It's pretty bitter.
Not bitter, but not sugary. Like, it's like naturally sweet, and then they've left it at that. It tastes like cocoa powder and like fresh milk.
Cool. That is easily the best mole dish I've had so far. That is so dang good. Sweet, tender, juicy, everything you want. Just amazing.
I don't even think there were this many people there.
Bailey just tell me she's feeling a little culture shock.
Overwhelmed with all these people around me.
Crazy.
It's 2:45 on a Thursday.
Mari and I barely find a space on a park bench in the Alameda Park, so Kyle and Reese wander off to explore the fountain in the center, enjoying the surprisingly warm February sun.
Wow, yeah, look at that, Reese.
I can't resist joining them. There's something about this energy that just pulls you in. A past version of me would have groaned at getting wet or worried about breaking social norms by being the only one splashing in the public fountain. But now, I just can't seem to pull myself away from the joy that this moment brings my family. We duck into the alleyways behind the park, winding through plazas and markets. A quick detour through Chinatown holds even more surprises for us.
No, nothing about those colors is natural. It's like a dumpling. Jelly-filled dumpling.
That's pretty good. Thumbs up.
We stop for a snack. Churros from our favorite spot, El Moro. If you haven't noticed already from our time in Spain, churros hold a very special place in our hearts.
Holy smokes, that's amazing.
Where are we going today? You don't know? Are we going to a castle?
The next day, we head to Chapultepec Park, Mexico City's vast green heart. Towering above it all is Chapultepec Castle. Its name comes from the Aztec word meaning hill of the grasshopper. Over time, the castle has been a summer home, a military college, and a residence to European emperors and Mexican presidents. Since the 1940s, it's served as the National History Museum, holding centuries of Mexico stories. Visitors of all ages pile around to peer into the gorgeous rooms and pause for live music and beautiful rooftop garden views. We wish we had more time to spend here.
Yay, we did it!
Just across the park, the National Museum of Anthropology welcomes us with a striking Tree of Life column and immersive waterfall. We join a small personal tour and travel back through time to the eras of the Maya, Aztec, Olmec, and Zapotec. We marvel at the hand-carved stones telling ancient legends. Massive sacrificial altars that make us shiver in our imagination of their use. And the famous Mayan calendar. Well, at least that's what it's believed to be. Its true meaning is still hidden. It's amazing to think all these treasures were discovered scattered across the country, now beautifully preserved to connect us with the past. But the past isn't locked away here. It's alive and just outside the museum doors. People with indigenous roots expressing their hearts through song, dance, and clothing fill the plaza, proudly sharing their heritage. It's especially moving to see a young group of students sitting side by side, strong and united, showing their hope for all to work together to keep their culture alive for generations to come.
We set out early for Teotihuacan, about an hour drive northeast of Mexico City.
Last one. Good job.
Nice.
The air was still cool when we arrived, and the morning sun lit up the massive Pyramid of the Sun. It's one of the largest pyramids in the world, and from the base it looks more like a mountain than something built by hand. This was the beating heart of a civilization that predated the Aztecs. No one knows exactly who built Teotihuacan, but by 400 AD it was a major power, home to more than 100,000 people and one of the largest cities in the Americas. We took our time walking the Avenue of the Dead, the ancient spine of this once thriving city. Its scale still stuns. Vast plazas, multi-level pyramids, and long ceremonial roads perfectly aligned with the stars. In the plaza of the Pyramid of the Moon, the acoustics are so precise that a single clap can echo back with an eerie bird-like sound.
No way.
It changes the tone.
We set up an acoustics test of our own.
So the acoustics here are so good, I could stand in one edge of the courtyard and hear Bailey talking normally from the center. Just incredible. Now it's my turn to give them some instructions from the center. Let's see if they can hear me. Bailey, if you can hear me, act like monkeys.
But kind of cool. All by himself.
Just off the main avenue, our guide led us into one of Teotihuacan's residential palaces, a space once reserved for the elite. Inside, striking red murals cover the walls, telling vivid stories of ball games, rituals, and human sacrifice. You could feel the weight of ceremony in the air as jaguar warriors and mythic figures danced across the stone. In fact, although we see gray stone today, the entire city was once covered in vibrant murals and paint, reds, blues, and yellows. At a smaller temple, we stopped to see the Temple of the Feathered Serpent.
Alright, so we're going up.
The stone carvings are worn but fierce. Rows of serpents with gaping jaws stare out from the walls. Archaeologists found mass graves beneath it, hinting at human sacrifices.
Oh boy, that is steep. Reese just told me I need to put my arms out to help me balance. Can you help me, Reese? Put your arms out. Oh, good. We're balancing.
Dusty and burnt, we look back once more at the ancient pyramids rising in the distance and can't help but smile. What an incredible day. Now back in Mexico City, we stop by a mouth-watering local favorite, El Pescadito, for some mouth-watering shrimp and fish tacos.
What's this? Best tacos we've had in Mexico so far, right here. This is good stuff.
For our last day in Mexico, we head to the heart of Mexico City to the Palacio de Bellas Artes to catch a Mexican folk ballet. Have you ever seen a venue so breathtaking?
That really rivals things we've seen.
Oh, it's fantastic.
We settle into seats on the upper balcony, surrounded by stunning stained glass and intricate architecture. Dance after dance, we find ourselves leaning further in, captivated by the colorful costumes and traditional dances from different regions and eras of Mexico. Our kids amaze us by sitting through the whole performance, eyes glued to the stage. And somehow, despite all the spinning dancers, none of us get dizzy. After the ballet, we decide to explore one of the many nearby Sunday markets. We all hop onto a little tuk-tuk and ask the driver to take us to the closest one. Everywhere we turn, vendors are selling fresh food and handmade souvenirs. We find a tasty lunch and end up treating ourselves to some adorable souvenirs for our girls. That night, we dive into a very different but equally iconic Mexican experience, Lucha Libre, at Arena Mexico. Sunday family nights mean the seats are open almost anywhere, and we find a great spot close enough to the action. With earplugs in place, we watch the luchadores' incredible moves and vibrant costumes light up the ring. I figured my tender-hearted girls would prefer the ballet, but they get swept up in the excitement, cheering along with the crowd and staying engaged from the opening bell to the final match.
Lucha Mari, luchadora Mari.
Hearts and even heavier backpacks, we say goodbye to this vibrant city, a place that has become a home away from home. Are you ready, Reese? Yeah? Is that heavy or can you carry it? Goodbye, Mexico City. We love you.
Oh my gosh, what an incredible few days it's been. We wish we could have stayed longer, we really do. And there's so much to see and do. It's just incredible.
Journey along with us by subscribing. Next time we are sharing our Best of Mexico video featuring highlights from our month exploring colorful streets of Puebla, the beaches of Oaxaca, and the vibrant heart of Mexico City. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and as always, dream big and enjoy the journey.